what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Fresno?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Ibaka. Durant is out there with Nick Collison. And there's Jackson, and it's Fisher, and it's shooting guard.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The feed now to Ibaka. It's the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Ibaka's got his first 2 points.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Wiggins against Durant. Wiggins passes to Isaac. Great D that time from Collison.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Jackson to the inside. Ibaka, no luck. Fresno's leading by 8. Here's Thompson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And you see Clay back out on the court. Can't help but think of him going down with that torn ACL in the final.
And Clay showed exactly how tough a player he is. Stayed in to hit his free throws, asked to stay in the game, and became an instant legend even in that losing effort. How about the heart?
Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Oklahoma City. Russell Westbrook comes in for Jackson. Van Vliet looking around. He dishes it to Wiggins. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And now it's a 12-point Fresno lead. And the Thunder with the possession here. Fisher, the pass to Ibaka. Dishes it to Sefolosha. Back to Ibaka. Over Thompson. Feeds it to KD. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high. Makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
The first timeout of the game called for Fresno. Both teams changing it up here. Fresno's leading by 10. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Doncic against Sefolosha. And here's Bryant for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
The 3 from Sefolosha. And no good. And it's Fresno the other way. Harden against Kobe. Pass to Doncic. Down low. And the rejection by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
Westbrook can't get it to go. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Fresno. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Rebounded by Sefolosha. Oklahoma City trails by 13. In the corner, Harden. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look. Even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Fresno calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Strickland and the rejection by Ibaka.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part, Greg. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
So it's Fresno now. The Thunder making the shot. Here's Strickland. Great D that time from Westbrook.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
4 seconds separating the shot game clocks. Really left alone that time. Westbrook's got 5 now.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Harden against Kobe. The pass to man. And Durant sends it back. And so that's the end of the first half. Fresno ahead, up by 6. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. We saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
We've got Doncic. Kobe is out there with Jokic, and it's Strickland in at the point. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Well, you got to be on guard when Jokic is in the area now. He's adept at reading defenses and going after steals.
And here's Westbrook. 5 points in the game. He feeds it to KD. Back to Westbrook. Kicks it out to Harden. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Manning. Fresno's leading by 8. Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nikola Jokic has great size and mobility. He's very good at forcing the defense's hand and drawing the foul.
And Jokic drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And that one's good. Durant. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Strickland. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
Boy, you got to like how locked in Jokic is on offense now. His confidence is sky high, and he believes he can score on anybody, anytime.
Oklahoma City trails by 10. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma. City. One of the stories here, Nikola Jokic getting it done today.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
So both teams making some changes here. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Durant. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Ibaka finds Durant. Here's Cephalosha.
Tell you what, like with most players, when Doncic is aggressive on defense, it makes a difference and causes his coaches to smile.
Passes it to Thompson. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Fox looking it over. And the on the shot, it sends him to the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And Fox has a lot of game. I mean, really good at distributing the ball, getting into the lane, and getting his guys involved.
Both teams will make substitutions. Oklahoma City trails by 11. Perhaps the biggest breakout star last year from the 2017 draft class, De'Aaron Fox. Greg, he was sensational.
Kevin, the difference between a year one and a year two player was never displayed better than the improvement that Fox showed. His shot, vision, and decision-making all started to catch up to that incredible athleticism.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Cook's checked in. 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. That's a 2 from Cephalosha. That's good. And the assist goes to Fisher. Cephalosha's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Oklahoma City. Thompson outside. Pass to Collins. Now the feed to Jamison.
And you know, Kevin, Jamison is a high scoring stretch 4 who continues to get better. The former Tar Heel gets it done from anywhere.
This is his first free throw of the game. And Fresno making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Jackson, he's checked in for Fisher. Jamison hits them both. And it's Cook with the ball for the Thunder. 11-point game. Pass to Jackson. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. On deep. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Fox against Jackson. Fox dishes to Collins. Wiggins passes to Fox. Some nice passing here by Fresno. Offensive rebound. Here's Collins. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Oklahoma City trails by 8. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Cephalosha. The kick out to Collison. The pass to Cook. And here's Jackson. Shoots over Fox. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Fresno calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
So for Fresno, Jokic, he's checked in for Collins. Isaac comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Kobe is subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Durant's checked in. Oklahoma City trails by 6. It's rebounded by Fresno. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Van Vliet finds Bryant. Here's Jokic. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. 18 points for Jokic.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength by Nikola Jokic.
Now here's Durant. He's got 8. Lays it up off the glass. KD's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Now Durant. He's got 10. Fires for 3. Misses there.
Fantastic defensive insight. Encouraging signs of progress from Jokic.
And it's Fresno in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Fresno's leading by 8. Taking a look at the Thunder. Cook out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Durant. And it's Thabo Sefolosha. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. Strickland passes to Isaac. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. KD drives in. On the wing, it's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Count that one from Isaac. Isaac. He's got his first points of the game.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Doncic is checked in for Kobe. James Harden, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Russell Westbrook comes in for Reggie Jackson. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. Told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. See if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
And it's Strickland missing. Oklahoma City trails by 5. Here's Westbrook. Thompson with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets the shot go uncontested.
But he just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
So it's Fresno now, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. And it's Strickland missing.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Fresno. calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And Fresno will go with a different look here. Westbrook against Fox. To the middle. It's stolen by Ibaka. Harden surveying the D. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Oklahoma City trails by 7. Passes to KD. And the 3 off target.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Bryant finds Jokic. Doncic against Cephalosha. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
When you let Nikola Jokic get comfortable, it's a wrap. It's all over. He's a skilled scorer. On the interior.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. One of the stories here, Nikola Jokic getting it done today.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside the length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka. Fresno calls timeout. They're ahead by 7. There's 1:54 left to play here in the 4th. There's 1:54 left here in the 4th quarter. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 9-point ball game here. Now here's Durant. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
It is good.
You know, if you get open, you can bet that Jokic is going to find you. His floor awareness is off the charts.
1:19 left in the 4th quarter. Durant down low. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Fox against Westbrook. To the inside. Jokic. And he gets the... whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Fresno?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And it's Westbrook missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Fresno. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. That's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Strickland. Bangs home the trifecta. Strickland's got the lead up to 13 now for Fresno.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And we see Fresno getting the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to...